Why is there intrinsic value in Bitcoin? Why should people invest in it rather than speculate?
Well, we think that Bitcoin is like gold 2.0. So whatever the reasons, your reasons for investing in gold, whether it's scarce, durability, portability, fungibility, we think that Bitcoin matches or beats gold across the board in all of those categories. It's actually not scarce, it's fixed. You can send it around like you send an email. It's a lot harder to do that with bars of gold. So the market cap right now of Bitcoin is 300 billion. The market cap of gold is 6 trillion. We think that Bitcoin disrupts gold. We've been saying this since the market cap was 1 billion in Bitcoin. We're 300 times more correct today, and we think that there's a chance we'll be 20 times more correct from here on out.
Is there any reason to believe that, in fact, people are selling gold and buying Bitcoin?
We're not. That's very possible, for sure. I think anybody who likes the characteristics of gold in their portfolio definitely will be attracted to gold. I mean, Bitcoin, excuse me.
I love that you mentioned that because Jeff Curry actually had a note out talking about that. And from his research, on the flip side, that he hasn't seen that yet because ETF flows haven't seen outflows of gold per se, and they look at a different kind of supply and demand dynamic, Julie, than what Bitcoin will be.
So you said you could be 20 times more correct than you are now, right? In other words, that we could see another 20 or even 30-fold, I think you guys were quoted as saying, increase in the price of Bitcoin. But sort of how do you get there? Because even people who are positive on Bitcoin, many of them say we could see a sharp correction. Then it might go back up, but, it could be a rocky road to get there.
I think part of that is creating access to it. So we built Gemini.com, which is a licensed exchange and custodian. We're a New York trust company. We've launched 2 years ago. We're onshore, headquartered in New York. So it makes it easier for hedge funds to get involved. We have some of the world's most sophisticated market makers and prop trading firms already on Gemini. Sort of phase 2 of that is creating a futures contract, which we've done with the SIBO, a Bitcoin futures contract that's cash settled, which allows institutions that are already trading up in Chicago exchanges to get exposure to Bitcoin with cash and then settle out in cash. So they don't actually have to touch or feel Bitcoin, and they get the exposure to it. And I think the next phase to that would be something like an ETP ETF product.
Which you guys had introduced. You had a filing in with the SEC. The SEC pushed it back to you like it has with all of the ETF filings. Are you planning to refile? What's the next step in the process?
So we're actually, we're in process. We don't have to refile because we're on appeal. So the disapproval ruling is appealed right now. And we're just waiting to be heard by the commissioners.